Hey guys, I'm at the off-grid camp and I want to review our water catch system with you all. None of this has to be complicated. Basically, our cabin is not finished. We haven't built the deck. We haven't built the porch. We do not have rain gutters up there yet. The sun's out right now, almost directly overhead. So our rain catch is coming from this tarp. If you can see that tarp, that's our rain catch. No downspouting, no nothing. The only thing we do, because it's a pine forest, this gets full of pine needles. We have a screen over our main catch barrels. We have 2 barrels that are main catch barrels, and when they get filled up, we put a lid on them. Now this morning, we arrived last night, but I checked the water catch barrels this morning. All of the barrels are full. We brought an empty one with us, so what we're doing is emptying the full ones that are our main catch barrels into the barrels back there. And let me show you what we're doing. We have a sump pump. Right now we need the generator running because he's working on some ceiling rafters again. So in here is the sump pump pumping water from there back to these barrels. This is our main use barrel because it has a spigot on it. We don't waste water. If we're washing our hands, anything, it's caught and it's given out to the plants because we have trees here. We got a dog dish here. This is full with a lid on now. This is full with a lid on. This is full with a lid on. And Allie here is my hose holder because I've got so much water pressure from the sump pump that we just lost that pressure because the barrel's emptying. But this will be full. We will have about 275 gallons of fresh rainwater in our rain catch system when we're done moving the water around here. If we get another rain, we will have 2 more 55-gallon barrels to fill up, which means if all of these are full, we will have over 300, almost 400 gallons stored up here. Our next trip up, if we can, we're bringing another 55-gallon barrel, because when he had a buddy that had worked for a company. Trying to get this going again for Allie. What I'm doing is just tipping the barrel. It's hard to see. Trying to get the pump going again, and it might not go right now. But what we're trying to do is get all the barrels that we have at the house up here, because we have more than 1,000 gallons of rainwater stored at the house as well. Now you might want to ask, why is this one up on the pallets? Because 1, for convenience, so we don't have to bend to access the spigot. 2 is gravity flow. When you open this, I'm going to open this and show you. This is just 55 gallons. So there's not a lot of water to make this water pressure. And you can see I got more than enough water pressure. We use this to cook, to bathe, to make any hot drinks, any soups that need water added, which like my Bear Creek products, which I do videos on, we use this water for that. If we get too hot, we've been known to just totally stick our head under this faucet and wet our hair down to cool down, because it can get up to 100 degrees in this location. Hopefully this weekend we will be nowhere near that. We're hoping just mid-80s, I think, today.
For dishes too.
We also use this water. We heat water up to do dishes, and it comes out of these barrels. So that's what we're using our rain catch for. And I'm thinking about bringing a bottle of Clorox up here, because if I put 55 drops of Clorox in a 55-gallon drum, this is rainwater. It has not been contaminated by any animals, carcasses, feces, nothing. So there's no harmful bacteria in this. But by putting 55 drops of Clorox in here, this now becomes safe drinking water. It's that simple. Alright, I hope you enjoy the video. We have at least 1 more barrel to change out, and I'll be done moving water for the day. And that's basically off-grid water catch at its bare bones basic. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment. We've been doing it like this since we set up our first tarp here. And this is before we even had the cabin built. We had a tarp in this area here that our tent was under. And then we realized, oh, look at all the rain falling off of this. We could be catching water, and instead of hauling water up here, which at that time I only had my Honda Accord, we could be storing water up here. So that's how our first water catch system started, and his buddy offered to haul some barrels up here for us, and I think we only had 2 barrels to start with, and it's grown since then. Now that we have the truck, yes, we got the truck. Now that we have the truck, we are able to haul a water barrel on the back of the truck, because now this truck was half empty on the inside, even though we had 3 adults and 2 large dogs, because we put an empty rain barrel on the back. We load all our gear in that rain barrel, which kept the back of the truck totally open. You couldn't have asked for a better setup. But that's just to give you an idea. If you're creative, you can do this. We hauled our mattress and box spring up here. It's a very old box spring. It's something his mom left at our house when she lived with us, because she bought a house that was already furnished. And we kind of inherited the box spring and mattress, so we hauled that up. All the way up here, we saw crumbles coming out of the box spring. But that's okay. It's a bed. No more air mattresses. You can hear the hammering. Jim's up there working on that framing. And I think that's it for now. Y'all have a blessed day. We're off grid for the next 2 days, and I'll be doing some more videos, I hope.